Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now.
Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. The second round of the NBA playoffs is set to tip off tonight, and there are a couple of great games on for you, and I am here to give you my pick on the series price for both of those, starting with the earlier game between the 5th-seeded Washington Wizards, who are quite well rested, against the Indiana Pacers, who just came off, of course, their 7-game series. Now, despite that, the Indiana Pacers are pretty solid favorites in this series. In the price here from BetOnline, they have a minus 170 compared to the Washington Wizards, who are taking at plus 150. Now, the Wizards are kind of the new hot team that everyone's jumping on right now, and for good reason. They dismantled the Chicago Bulls, and the Pacers are kind of just the Bulls 2.0, so I don't think the matchup problems that Indiana were having with Atlanta are going to be magically solved against the Washington Wizards. If you think that the Pacers struggled against Jeff Teague, I'd like you to introduce you to a young man named John Wall, who was an all-star this year, and is probably going to give the Pacers absolute night terrors in this series. And along with the combination of the big men in Washington, Nene and Gortat, Nene's just as big, if not bigger, than David West and much faster at this point in his career. And Gortat, of course, is probably at least 2 or 3 steps faster than what Roy Hibbert can do laterally. So the Wizards still project a lot of matchup issues here for the Washington Wizards, and even though I think they could be just slightly overvalued here at plus 150, I actually do think there's value on their series price, and I'm going to go ahead and take a stab at it here in this second round matchup. The Indiana Pacers are extremely vulnerable right now. They did look a lot better in their 7th game against the Atlanta Hawks. Roy Hibbert played pretty well to start the game. They got a lot of contributions from a lot of guys, and they started playing unselfish basketball again, which is huge for this team. However, going against a team like Washington that doesn't have a lot of holes and doesn't have a lot of areas you can exploit like the Atlanta Hawks, especially when the Wizards also have been stepping it up on defense this postseason, I like Washington here at plus 150. Indiana did win the season series 2-1 straight up and against the spread. However, they won 2 very early matchups in November and January. However, in their most recent matchup of a little over a month ago, Washington went into Indiana, won by 13. It wasn't even that close to begin with. Basically, the whole time, halftime was close, but the Wizards built an 18-point lead at the end of the third quarter. And I think that we could be seeing the Wizards here cover 1 or 2 of these games in Indiana to start this series. And if that's the case, especially if they win one straight up, I really like their odds here on the series price. So add Washington plus 150 on the series odds against the Pacers at BetOnline. Best of luck to you on this one. I have series price articles and videos on all the other 3 matchups in the NBA second round right now, and also check out some of my Game 1 picks against the spread. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.